Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for coming to my presentation on our full paper LAVIN, an AI-navigated art experience in virtual reality environments. And my name is Weidi Zhang. I am assistant professor of immersive media design at Arizona State University. And my collaborator, Jieliang Luo, who is also my previous colleague from University of California, Santa Barbara, who is currently a principal AI research scientist at Autodesk Research. So we collaborate on this project from 2019, and it has been presented in several different conferences, festivals, and galleries, such as SIGGRAPH Art Gallery 2019. It was 4 years ago. So our projects started with very about how does artificial intelligence perceive the world. And in the AI era, the AI system is capable of recognizing over 20,000 different categories of the objects. And each AI system's output is a unique projection of its understanding of the real world. And it shapes the word value of the neural network. So numerous AI systems are implemented for various intelligent applications. However, even the most complex neural network model cannot inclusively represent the real world. For example, the AI system employed for the facial recognition can only interpret the input as a collection of faces. So we are interested in a design question of how does AI perceive the world. And therefore, we create LAVIN. We create LAVIN, an interactive, immersive experience, combines AI system with VR world building, and to unfold a customized AI's world and evoke people's awareness of regarding to the values and beliefs. So first of all, I would like to present a video, the teaser of the experience. So this paper focused on the conceptual backgrounds, the design methodology, and also the technological implementation of this art project. We want to focus on the limitation and vulnerability of an AI system. So we train a neural network can only recognize 50 objects and to visually explore one understanding of a neural network. We intentionally train the AI system with this very limited vocabulary, 50 objects, which leads to its misunderstanding of the surrounding environments. For example, if this AI system sees the image of me, it might recognize me as a cactus. So, yeah, and then here is our system map. And in the art installation, a camera is set in the center of the space and to observe the surrounding environments and sending out the live feed to the AI system we designed. And then our AI system will output one word to describe the surrounding environments based on its own understanding. And this word will be the navigation information to travel the visitor who wear the VR headset in the virtual space, and to automatically fly the immersion to the object that AI system recognize. Our AI system is a navigation system, and it is a trained neural network can only recognize 50 objects, and it navigates the immersion to travel in the virtual reality environments, and this virtual reality environment is a spatial assemblage. And it built with the image data collected in the real world of those 50 objects with artistic manipulation. So we think our virtual reality environments is an artistic imagination, a journey in AI's mind. Now I'm going to explain a little bit of how we design this virtual reality environments. And the space consists of 50 objects that trained neural network can recognize. And those virtual sculptural objects are constructed by using photogrammetry techniques. So we take photographs volumetrically of these 50 daily objects, which are then analyzed, calibrated, and calculated to generate the XYZ position data of point cloud for the 3D construction. And the aesthetic outcome of the reconstructions are very realistic, with a great many unnecessary details for the artistic visual representation. So we use different algorithms to simplify, to filter, and rearrange the data sets to distort the constructions and to sculpt the shape. At the same time, we still want to maintain the characteristic to make sure the form of these objects are recognizable. For example, this is a water bottle, and you can see from the left side, it's the artistic manipulations that displayed in the virtual reality environments. We keep all of those 50 3D construction forms as sculptures with plaster materials, while the interactively moving patterns of those images we collected of those 50 objects in the real world are densely and dynamically fill the voids between those sculptural forms. So that's the that's the artistic imagination of the neural network. So we basically place all of those interactive moving patterns in a space as thousands of layers in the virtual reality environments. For the spatial configuration of LAVIN is inspired by Paul Klee's Fish Magic, which is one of my favorite painting. And in this painting, we can see that we completely abandons the real-world objects' proportion, scale, and properties, and to emphasize on the unpredictability of the wholly imagined world. For example, in the space, we can see the water bottle might float above the pavilion, and probably the scale will be much larger than the pavilion. And we are trying to build interesting and surreal arrangements and connections between the daily objects and to create a wholly imagined world of a neural network. And here's another screenshots of this virtual reality environments. And you can see this is the portions of the pavilion with the motorcycle here. And here is the installation design. As I mentioned, we have a camera set in the center of the space to observe the surrounding environments. And we also have virtual reality headsets put on the pedestal and with the projections onto parallel walls. And the projections is the real-time experience of this virtual reality environments. And this image was taken in the 2019 SIGGRAPH Art Gallery in Los Angeles. And some other documentation images of this work. I think our work is related to ICS this year's topic, symbiosis. And it's related to symbiosis, metaphors, and cognitive assemblage. We are trying to build the connections between humans' perception and technological system and to make it interconnected in many different ways. And we want to emphasize on the equal contributions from artists, machines, and audiences' real-time feedback. And the cognitive assemblage formalizes a multi-layered decision-making process, where the culture layer, which is generated by humans, and the computer layer generated by software, mutually influence each other, resulting in a blend human and machine meanings. The fluid network begins with a very conceptual and critical questions that determine the information we collected for developing our AI system to learn, and which form the first layer, which is the culture layer. And then the intelligent system makes its own decision based on its prior knowledge and observation of the live streaming video. That forms the second layer, which is the computer layer. And artists' aesthetic decisions and audiences' real-time feedback forms the following culture layers, and each layer is interconnected and adaptive. For example, if a participant's real-time feedback is constantly captured by the camera, the imaging device, which affects the second layer of decision made by the AI system. And the interconnection between different layers contribute to the entanglements of culture and computer layers that forms the cognitive assemblage in our system design. Oh, sorry. So the presentation is, and the visualization, the word building is a spatial assemblage, and we provide an art experience that is not only designed as a cognitive assemblage, but also a spatial assemblage, where metaphors are used to build the poetic meanings, and the connections are employed to build the metaphors. We want to emphasize on the metaphorical approach to build connections between visual representations and forms while embracing the chance and choice operation and indeterminacy of machine learning algorithms. And this metaphorical approach to build the organization of media elements, such as we have the text, images, and sounds, consists of automatic configurations in the space. And we this work also manually assemble the spatial arrangements of the virtual objects, and that our system can recognize in the 3D virtual space. And we carefully consider the contrast, the direction, and the scale of the objects, and to exaggerate, to illustrate the surreal assemblage that suggests the AI's mind within the virtual reality environments. So I want to share the screen recording of this experience. for listening. Between the AI system and the Unity software environments to make the connections stable. Thank you so much for listening.